So welcome to the Agile Show, where we educate and entertain. Remember, I did promise that in these video episodes we'll be actually looking on detailed working based on the service costing. So this will be our first calculation based on service costing calculations. Welcome, I'm Julius Joseph. We are told a vehicle carries 8 tons on a trip and delivers as follows: 3 tons after 20 kilometers, 2 tons after a further 10 kilometers, and the remaining 5 tons after a further 30 kilometers. It then returns empty, covering a distance of 60 kilometers. The following information in respect of cost is provided. So you have been given the various costs there, you can see. Then you are told share of annual cost like insurance, maintenance, administration, depreciation, etc. A charge to this trip amounts to 320 shillings. So you are told you are required to calculate cost per ton kilometer and also cost per kilometer. So stay tuned because this is what you are going to calculate in a few minutes. So in order to calculate the cost per ton kilometer, we will first need to come up with what is called operation cost statement. Operation cost statement. This is what will help us to do our calculations on the two questions. That's part A and B. So on the operation cost statement, we will be using two things here. Let us start with what you are given in the question there. We start with the fuel and lubricants. These are things which were used on the trip, and we were told it costed 400 shillings. Then also we had wages, but wages which you were given, the first one was for driver, which it was 150 shillings. Then you also have wages for mate, which was given at 80. This one sums up to, if you calculate that one properly, you get 0, that is 230. We write it there. Then we also had another cost here, which was share of annual cost. Share of annual cost, which was given at 320. Hope you saw that. So given this, our total cost based on the information you have been provided with here amounts to, if you add all this, we are getting 950. So that is our operation cost statement. But being that we are supposed to calculate the cost per ton kilometer or cost per kilometer, we need to now look for the total ton. This one will be used in part A, total ton kilometer as provided by the equation. That one we were told, if you can check again back in our question here, let us check here. We were told 3 ton for 20 kilometers, 2 ton after further 10 kilometer, and the remaining 5 tons after a further 30 kilometer. Then the vehicle returned empty. So let us calculate those ones. So ton kilometer, it will be first, it is 3. It was 3 tons times 20. We add to what? The second part there. You are free to revisit the equation. 2 times 10 kilometer there. We again add to the 5 ton, which for the remaining, that was 20 plus 10, 30. Then the total distance was 60, so subtract the 2, you get 30. Then this one, this vehicle returned empty, so it will be 0 by 60. So all these calculations give us the total ton kilometers, which is what? That is 60 plus 20 plus that is 150 plus 0. So our total tonne-kilometre in this case, if you add properly, is 230. There's also one more thing that will help us in part B to get the cost per kilometer. That is now the total kilometers. Total kilometers that was traveled. Total kilometers traveled. Total kilometers traveled now will be what? Remember it went for 20, the first distance when deliver the 3 ton, then plus that 10 plus 30 plus the return journey, which was 60. That means that the total kilometers traveled here was 120 kilometers. So what will follow? So for you to now calculate, let us check the first one. We were told to look for the cost per ton kilometer. Cost per ton kilometer. How do you get this? From our previous video, if you can remember, we said the cost per unit of service is the total cost per period over number of service units supplied in the period. So in that case, to get the cost per ton, that will be, we take the total cost. What was our total cost? Dear viewer, the total cost there was 950. So to 950 divide by now the total ton kilometer. Total cost is 950. Divide by ton kilometer. The total ton kilometer, we calculated it here, which was 230. So based on this, if you divide this one properly, our cost per ton kilometer will be that is, we use the calculation, so well use a calculator. That is 4.13. So that is our cost per ton kilometer. Let us check the second one, which was cost per kilometer. Cost per kilometer. Cost per kilometer will still be given by the total cost, which we calculated above here. We have this one here, that is 980 over the total kilometers traveled. The total kilometers traveled in that case is 120. So we divide it there, divide by 120. What do we get? Dear viewer, you calculate that one, we are going to get 7.92 shillings. So that is how we calculate some of the basic calculations based on service costing. So if there's somewhere you didn't get, kindly let us know in the comment section. Kindly subscribe, like, share, and comment on our videos. Bye bye until we meet in the next video.